Crocodile. And today, myself and Tony are going to be showing you how to stay safe in crocodile territory while also telling you about how awesome crocs are. Now, here's the thing. Anywhere north of Rockhampton, all the way across that north coast over to WA, you get crocs. Saltwater crocodiles are the largest crocodilian and in fact the largest reptile on the face of the earth and one of the most powerful predators in existence. However, they're also the most simple predator to coexist with. All you got to do to stay safe around crocs basically is watch what Toby and I do and do the exact opposite in croc country. That's about the crux of it. Now, big croc like Charlie, he focuses in on vibrations. Crocodiles hunt in murky waters where you simply cannot see 2 feet in front of you. The crocodile does not have to have a vision on you to know exactly where you are. All he needs is vibration, whether that's splashing on the water's edge, footsteps. He can sense vibrations 4 times greater in the water than out on land. And as he comes in, he uses his tail to propel out of the water. Now, Charlie is a very, very unpredictable crocodile. He is super unpredictable. You never quite know exactly what he's going to do. Let's see what he's keen for here today. Okay, mate. Oh, he's being funny. Here you go, you can take that, mate. Nice. Isn't he beautiful? Give it up for Charlie. What a beautiful crocodile. So I want to get him out on land so that you can see this physiology. You notice how he is very long, very streamlined. He's built for speed in the water. But those little legs do him no favours once he's out on land. It's a bit of a struggle for him to get all the way back into the water, but once he is in the water once again, that tail, that is the key to his success. Alright, now he's done a good little strike there initially, but I'd like to set him up in the corner, the most dangerous spot to feed. Being the most dangerous spot, Toby, you do it. What could go wrong?
Okay, see if we can get him out. See if we can get him out of the corner. Like Robert was just saying, Charlie is super unpredictable here in the crocodile scene. He's a very unique crocodile here at the zoo in that he's actually never lived out in the wild. He was born in captivity. He was actually born at a crocodile farm in Thailand. So he spent every day of his whole life in captivity, and because of that fact, because of growing up in a crocodile farm as well, he is probably the most dangerous crocodile we have in the whole zoo. He's never had an inbuilt fear of people, which most of your wild crocodiles do. He comes out here, and at his size now, he's over 4 meters and over 300 kilos. As you can see, Charlie, he just gets to do whatever he wants. There's no way we can make him do anything out here. Our whole show, I guess, revolves around what Charlie would like to do. I am going to try and take him back here to get him out so everyone he can have a look at him. He's going down here because that ramp where Robert is, that is his favourite part of the whole show. Wait until you see after this strike, hopefully, how amazing he is at tail awards, which Robert is going to show us. Now, you might be thinking, well, if he was born in captivity and he spent his whole life in captivity, why is he tame? Can you tame a crocodile? They're a little bit different. They're not like a koala or a kangaroo. When you hand raise them, you can pat them and cuddle them and kiss them. You probably could, but you only get to do it once. Charlie, he'd love it. He'd love a big cuddle.
It'd be an excellent demo too.
It'd be right.
Just a very short one.
A completely untameable. And being in captivity, like I said, probably actually, he does not want to bar in me.
But this is so classic for Charlie. He is so smart, and what sets him apart, what makes him so much more dangerous than any other crocodile, is because he knows the gig, he knows exactly what's happening, and he knows that if he wants a chance of grabbing one of us, well, he's got to really change up the script. What do you reckon, straight into it? Alright, here you go. Now, Charlie wants to go for a tail walk, so tail walk is exactly what he gets to do. Now, this is a technique crocodiles will use from the time they're very young. They utilise this to catch anything vertically. So, when they're little, they're looking at things like little insects, frogs, lizards, that sort of thing. Once they get to Charlie's size, big leaders, he's looking at birds, bats, quolls, cuscus, anything in Northern Australia that is overhanging the water he's going to go for. Now this technique is something that is completely innate. As Toby said here, crocodiles are not an animal that you can train. It's all instinct with the croc. But I think what sets apart the crocodile from so many other big predators is the fact that they have millions of years of instinct behind them, but also great intelligence. And they're far smarter than people will give them credit for. People sort of think of crocodiles as being these big, kind of mindless animals that just run around with their mouth open and eating everything. And that's just not the case. It couldn't be further from the truth. What we want to show you here is the natural behaviour of a croc, and naturally, crocodiles don't want anything to do with you. They are only going to have a second look at you if you're putting yourself within their territory, within the potential strike range, which is about 5 metres from the water's edge, or directly above the water. Now Charlie, as you can tell, he likes to take his time. He absolutely wants to take his time, to take it easy, and I think he kind of tries to lull you into a bit of a false sense of security. But once he decides to go for that vertical strike, it is very impressive. A crocodile can use their tail. It's a lot deeper, that water, than you think. If they're submerged, they can use that tail directly underneath them, counterbalance, pop their head up, and then one big burst of speed all the way up and out of the water to catch something. He's locked on target now. Here we go. Nice. That's a great hit. Let's go for another one while he's at it. Here you go, big boy. Here you go, Charlie. Isn't that amazing? I've seen crocodiles come up past their back legs doing a tail walk. They are absolutely just missiles coming out of the water. But again, this is so classic Charlie. He's always trying to kind of fake you out. It's just so much fun to watch how a wild crocodile would work. We want you to see that crocs are not out to get you. That it's only when you do something silly, like what I'm doing, then and only then are you in any sort of potential danger. To stay safe around crocs, it's just not rocket science. It really is not rocket science. You've just got to respect where they're fast, in the water, at the water's edge, and coming up vertically out of the water. Here he's going to go for one more. Here he goes. Nice. Wow. Give it up for Charlie. Isn't that amazing? Beautiful. And you hear that pop in his jaws. That pop is 3,000 pounds per square inch of closing pressure. It is unlike any other animal. All right, let's see if we can go for one more strike.
Let's see if we can get him out one more time. What we love to show people is getting them all the way out on land, because one of the biggest myths that we hear daily, multiple times every day, is people always think they're really fast on land, they can chase animals down. People think to avoid it, you've got to be able to run in zigzags and run in circles. But once they actually get out, like that right there, that's as quick as I've ever seen Charlie run. So, good boy, isn't he? Give him a round of applause, he's there. But you can see how slow he is. He can walk backwards. I mean, when he's out, you can not very long. You've got hookups for undies.
Yeah, I'll look at your pair of ones, mate, you'll be right.
They're the point is, they're very slow on land. He wasn't turning around to have a go. I mean, it was to go back down into the water. So everything you've seen us do, it's just all based around common sense. Making sure you do the right thing in crop territory. There's only 3 important biggest things to remember is you don't stand in the water's edge. because crocs can strike that 5 metres from the edge, like Robert was saying at the start. You don't overhang the water because they can do that tail walk, and you don't swim in croc territory, which is how the majority of people come into conflict with a crocodile. So making sure you are croc-wise when you're in croc territory, it's all about us, and all about us making sure we do the right thing. Is that right, mate?
100%. We stop that conflict between humans and crocs. Well, obviously we protect ourselves, but we also protect the crocodile. When there is a conflict, crocs end up getting a bad rap, and they usually end up being culled out in huge numbers, which just doesn't do anything to fix the problem. All it does is create a massive imbalance within that population of crocodiles and within the ecosystem as well. We have the best biodiversity in Northern Australia. Anybody who's up there will tell you, best fishing in the world, best photography, best birds, and it's because we have a healthy population of the top predator, the roof of the house, the apex. So, let's protect crocs by just using a little bit of common sense in their environment. That's all it is. We hope that today you gain a better understanding and appreciation for the power and the beauty of these animals. They are an animal to be loved and respected, not feared or hated. And I think it's such a privilege for all of us, the entire team here at Australia Zoo, to continue the legacy of crocodile conservation that my dad originally started. We could not do that without you. So thank you very much. And please join me in a big round of applause for Charlie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks very much.
My dad taught me from a very early age, be at one with the snake, feel it, son, and I am. Woo. I'm gonna get the camera.